Breakup by number 28, Brandon Navarro, a senior wide receiver and DB for Hamilton. It's going to be a high snap, fumbled in the backfield by number 2, Corey Barnes. However, he's able to escape some of their pressure from the Hamilton defensive front, take it for about a 2 or 3 yard gain, turning a horrible situation into just a bad one for Tollison. It's going to be 4th and about 6 for Tollison as they send their punt team on the field. See, we talk more about that pass breakup by number 28, Brandon Navarro. Brandon Navarro is actually the second lightest player on the team, but don't let the numbers deceive you. Coming in at just 145, Brandon Navarro can squat nearly 2.5 times his weight and can bench press nearly 1.5 times his weight. So coming in at a small but very powerful package.
Villanova fields it. No return.
Hamilton offense is going to take the field again, led by junior quarterback number 17, Joshua Cochran. Just over 3 minutes left in the game. Hamilton most likely look to just run the clock out here as much as they can. Tolleson still has all 3 timeouts. However, down by 3 scores with 3 minutes left in the game, you don't see them, or at least I don't see them trying to call a timeout after every play to make a stop.
There seems to be a fumble on the play, some mishaps from the center, but it is luckily recovered by the Hamilton QB.
That's our first mistake we've seen all night from junior center fill-in number 51, Ryan Castillo. Been doing an incredible job on a short notice fill-in for starter number 56, Finley Leckley. That snaps better. Pass left from Joshua Cochran to receiver number 14, William Witter. Actually, one of another set of twins on the team, the Witter twins. William and Philip Witter. Both have been with Hamilton all 4 years. Very loyal players in our program. We have stoppage of play there. I believe going to be a timeout. Apparently just some miscommunication with the refs. This player zooms with a minute 52 and ticking left in the game. Be 3rd and 18 for Hamilton from the 33-yard line. Tolleson showing pressure. Handoff on that play to number 31. Janique Biggs, able to pick up just a few yards, make it about 4th and 15 or so for Hamilton as they send the punting unit back on. Daniel Obarski with a very wise football IQ play as the defender comes in nearly blocking the punt. Instead of kicking the ball into the defender, pulls it back and tries to make something out of nothing there. Picks up about 4 yards on a last-second pass attempt, but avoids the block punt and possible easy touchdown return for Tollison. And that's something you really, coaches and stuff, they love to see. That's a great football IQ play, especially by a kicker. They don't get a whole lot of chances to make football IQ plays like that, but it just, again, proves the number 2 nation and the kicker, at this point, to me, looks like should be number 1 after what we've seen tonight. Wide receiver bubble to the left side for Tollison. Good for about 9 yards. Tackle by team captain number 41, Drew Fritz. Tolleson going with a no-huddle offense, trying to punch one in for the end of the game. About 38 seconds left in the game. Clock stops as they move the chains. However, clock will resume as soon as the chains are set. As we see now with 32 seconds and counting. Quarterback number 2 fires into the end zone for a contested ball. Pass broken up by number 6, Isaiah Blanco. Also additional coverage on the play by number 47, Jalone Sowles.
Second down 10 with 24 seconds left in this football game. Again, we hope to see all the Husky fans on the road next week at Mountain Point. Students that are still left, get your date for homecoming, September 21st.
Another very similar play for Tolleson. Pass attempt by number 2, Corey Barnes, to that right pylon.
Isaiah Blanco on the coverage.
Contested again by number 6, Isaiah Blanco. Will be 3rd and 10 from the 25 with just 17 seconds left remaining in the game.
47, Jalen Sowles actually on the coverage on that.
See some of the Hamilton starters still in there. Number 45, Nathan Zimmerman, senior linebacker, and fill in number 72, Christian Portillo. Tolleson scores on the play, which is 10 seconds left in the game. Make the score 41-26.
Touchdown of the night.
Touchdown, surprisingly, again by number 10, Andre Johnson. His 4th touchdown of the night. Tolleson lines up for the PAT. They're going to fake the PAT. They're going to throw it, picked off in the end zone by Hamilton. Although according to AIA rules, a turnover on an extra point attempt will just be ruled down. There'll be no return attempt for Hamilton to try and tack 2 on. It's going to keep your score at 41-26 Hamilton, with just 10 seconds left in the game. See players start to gather around the 50-yard line for the post-game handshakes. As Tolleson's kick the ball off to Hamilton, and Hamilton will most likely just sit on it to end the game. Going to be another surprise onside kick attempt by Tolleson. As they recover it,
Onside kick with
the Husky 35. Second attempt on the surprise onside kick was actually successful for Tolleson. See if they try to take a last-second end zone shot, try and put up another touchdown for the end of the game. For Hamilton, we can see, again, some of the second-string guys like number 63, Robert Seats, D lineman, and number 7, David Jones, enter the game. Be a toss right. Going to be a running back pass for big shocker here, Isaac. Andre Johnson's 5th touchdown of the game on a trick play. Leaves just 2 seconds left in the game. Had 2 transactions on that play. Quarterback number 2, Corey Barnes, pitches to number 25, Arnell Kristen. On the toss right. Kristen throws it deep to Andre Johnson for the touchdown. It's going to make your score 41-32. Hamilton, with just a mere 2 seconds left in the game.
Extra point is good.
PAT attempt is good. It's going to make the score Hamilton 41, Tollison 33. As we get ready to wrap up the game here, you can see an outstanding performance by receiver number 10, Andre Johnson of Tolleson. 5 touchdowns on the night and an interception on defense, along with multiple pass breakups and tackles and other receptions on offense. Seems to just be wherever the ball is on every single play. It seems like you can find number 10, Andre Johnson, somewhere in the vicinity. The Hamilton kick return team enters the field, already set up for a possible onside return, considering Tollison is in a surprise onside kick the last 2 times. And it appears as though they will attempt one again. Onside kick attempt is no good. Fortunately, it's going to leave a whole 1 second left on the clock. Means Hamilton offense will have to take a field again. The starting team for Hamilton offense is back on the field. Quarterback Peyton Poe. Sebastian Dorman, after a huge night, back on the field for the final kneel. And with that kneel, that's going to do it for us here. Your final score, Hamilton 41, Tollison 33. Hamilton improves to 2-2 on the season. Now, after that game, the scoreboard may seem a little misleading as, it's a close game only within a score or two. But, for the majority of the game, Hamilton really dominated. And it wasn't until the end when the subs started going in that Tollison started really racking up some points and making it closer again.
Yeah, it was a very dominant performance by Hamilton on their part.
We see, a lot of gains and losses for both teams on this. Obviously Hamilton comes out with the win, but at the expense of star DB and punt returner number 3, Javin Wright, star linebacker number 24, Dustin Smith, and at the end there, I believe I saw number 62, Jared Terry, starting left tackle with a little limp there. A couple of guys seem banged up. There's already several injuries on the team. Hopefully they can all get healthy and going. Also for Tollison, Andre Johnson averaging 9 points per game, coming into this an already very high average total. Finishes the game with 30 total points. An incredible stat for him. And I'm sure ASU will be very happy to hear that as he's committed to go there next year. We see a new tradition under new head coach Michael Zadebski. Hamilton players come to the track to sing the fight song to the stands after a win. They join the cheer team. can see the players raising their helmets in unison. After a good team win for Hamilton. So we hear the chants and the rally starting. Here we go. As the Husky team finishes their chant, we're going to see them head towards the locker room. And that's going to do it for us here, coming at you live from Jerry Loper Field, Chandler, Arizona. Hamilton takes the victory tonight, winning 41-33 over Tolleson. And they will take on Red Mountain on the road next week. We hope to see a similar outcome from that game. We want to thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you at our next home broadcast. That's going to do it for us.